Hey there, Daniel, the co-founder of GTM Brigade here. Today I want to show you how you can use GTM Brigade, how you can onboard, how you can set up and configure the platform, how you can connect your LinkedIn account, set up your custom feed, create the lead lists, and start using the platform to generate pipeline today. So I'm on app.gtmbrigade.com. This is where you can go to create your account. You have two options. You can either create your account with Google or using your email address. The best and fastest way is to create your account connecting your LinkedIn profile. So either way, if you want to use the platform, you'll have to connect your LinkedIn account. Okay, so this is what I'm doing right now. I'm introducing my password here, and the login should start right now. So I connected with my LinkedIn account. Here, I need to set up my workspace. I need to introduce my website. If I want to do it manually, I can do it manually or import it directly from LinkedIn. I will import it from LinkedIn. So what the platform does now is to scan my LinkedIn profile and to find out all of the companies that I have a connection with. And from here, I can select the exact company that I want to be assigned on this specific workspace that I'm creating right now. So for the example, I will use GTM Brigade as the company. I'm creating the workspace right now. The next step would be to install the extension, the Chrome extension. To use the platform 100%, you'll need to installed. So what I will do right now, what it does right now, it takes me to the Chrome web store. And here we have the GTM Brigade extension. I need to add it to Chrome. Once this step is done, I can go back to the setup. And what the platform does right now, it imports all of the connections I have on LinkedIn. So in my case, I have 7,164 connection on LinkedIn. What it does, it copies all of these people, and I will be able to see all of them inside GTM Brigade. This will take a little bit of time, but we don't need to wait on this screen until it finishes. I can press continue. And now what the platform asks me is, what is my goal here? So what do I want to do? Activate my team on LinkedIn, generate pipeline, build personal brand, measure ROI. If you want, you can select all of them or whatever fits you. Okay. In my case, I want to activate the team, generate pipeline. I want to do everything with GTM Brigade, right? So I will press continue right now. Based on what the platform discovered on my LinkedIn profile, it comes to me and proposes 4 ideal customers. You can select one of those if any of them applies, or you can skip for now. For example, in my case, this one is actually a good one because we are talking with startup founders and GTM leaders. Also, this one applies for me. But if in your case, the ideal customer profile that is proposed here in this step doesn't necessarily fit your real ideal customer profile, what you can do is simply press skip for now. In my case, it's a good match, so I will press continue. We have this window here that tells us in real time. So we have 1,100 people out of the total number of contacts I have on LinkedIn that are already imported right now. So I'm giving it the time to finish this process. In the meantime, I will continue the onboarding. What you'll see here in the screen, what we do is we use AI to audit your LinkedIn game for the past 30 days, and I can see some of the most relevant and important things related to my statistics here in this step. Now I will press let's get started, and I will show you step by step how you can set up your custom feed, how you can define your ideal customer profile, and all the other functionalities that you can use. Here, you can choose who to engage with. You can add them. This step, it's not mandatory. You can create the watch list later. So in our case, I will create the watch list later. The first thing I want to do now that all of the connections from LinkedIn have been imported and I can see all of them in this list. Okay, so now I have my 7,000 connections from LinkedIn that were enriched to find out about them, their headline, their job title, and the company name. This initial enrichment gives us some information. The most important one is their job title. So I will go here in the ICPs section. In here, I have the initial 2 ICPs that were selected by me in the onboarding. I will use the second one, the startup founder. Just to be clear, the initial enrichment that we've done, it only gives us their job title and the company name. We don't know the industry of their companies. We don't know the number of employees. We don't know how many profile keywords they have on their LinkedIn profiles. For this to happen, we will need to fully enrich them. But the initial enrichment, which is free, this is super important, it's free, it gives us their job title, right? So what I will do right now, because I want to show you how this works, I want you to understand the process. I have the 7,000 connections from LinkedIn. I want to see how many of them they fit my job title, right? So for the first thing to happen, I will delete the other signals here in the startup founder in GTM ICP. It's automatically saved. Now I will go back to lists. And here I have the LinkedIn connections, all those 7,000 LinkedIn connections. I will select them all. And I want to filter them against that ICP, that startup founder ICP. So it seems that more than 2,000 people are a startup founder. Why is this step important? Because I have more than 7,000 connections and only 2,000 of them, they are a startup founder. So this initial enrichment, which is free, already told me, already helped me to filter, to remove more than 70% of my connections who are not a good fit, who don't fit my ideal customer profile. So as I said, it's super important to have this initial filter because I don't want to spend 7,000 enrichment credits to find out that more than 5,000 of them don't even have the job title that I'm looking for. So I have this 2,000 people who I know they are a match to my ICP because they have the right job title. The next thing will be to see how many of them they actually fit the customer profile in terms of the industry, the company, the number of employees of the company, some relevant keywords included in their profiles, whatever. And I'm able to do this if I go back to the ICPs and select my final ICP. But because I want this to keep it short, what I will do next, let's say I will select only the people on this page. Okay, so I selected the first 25 people. Let's say these people are actually a perfect fit of my ideal customer. I want to add them into my watch list, right? The way to do it, I selected them all, select this page and add to watch list. Here I can add them as a lead, as a hot lead or competitor or customer. So I can see multiple options here. In my case, it will be the profile type, it's a lead. So I just show you how you can find out how many of the LinkedIn connections you have are actually a good fit of your ICP. Another way you can add people in your watch list and build your custom feed is by manually upload people. So you can create a new list. I will call it test just for the sake of example. And here in this list, what you can do, I will open it. You have multiple ways you can add people to this list. One way is to manually upload a CSV file. So you already have a list of people who are a good fit for your ideal customer profile. You can just drag and drop that list here, and you can include those people as well in your custom feeds. Another way to do it is you can extract leads from a specific LinkedIn post. Just for the sake of example, I will add a link to a LinkedIn post here. It can be whatever LinkedIn post you have, and it will extract all of the people who interacted with that LinkedIn post. Then what you need to do is to filter all of those people against your ideal customer profile, against your ICP, and see how many of them are a good fit. And the ones who are a good fit, again, you can include them in the custom feed and interact with their content. Another way to do it is you can paste here the LinkedIn profile of the company page of one of your competitors. And GTM Brigade, what it does is it can scan the last 50 posts from that competitor, and you will have the list with all the people who interacted with their content, right? Again, that list can be filtered against your ICP, and the people who are a good match, they can be included in the custom feed. So I included the first 25 people in the watch list. What I will do right now, I will go in the custom feed, the left side custom feed comments section, and I can see the posts coming from those people in the last 24 hours. So as you can see, there are 4 posts in the last 24 hours. Now, if I want to engage with them, I can like the post directly here from the custom feed, and the like will go automatically on LinkedIn. If I want to comment, I'm writing the comment here, and when I press post comment, it will open directly the LinkedIn profile of that person. The comment will be pasted here. The last thing I need to do is to post the comment. We're doing this for security reasons. We want the comments to be placed directly on LinkedIn. So this is how commenting works. Now, another thing you want to do is you want to set up your own personal style and your own knowledge base. We built GTM Brigade to allow you to have your own knowledge base where you can include all of the information related to your company, to your products, to your services, to your audience. Okay, here you can add all of the relevant case studies, all the information, all of the right information come in this knowledge base. And whenever you want to place a comment, that comment will be rooted in your knowledge base. Again, what you want to do is to set up your own personal style. And here you can train the AI. We have an integration with Claude. And here you can train the AI to understand how you write, what's your tone of voice. Once you set up the knowledge base, you'll be able then to also generate posts based on your content strategy. Last and not least, you can connect HubSpot or Salesforce. For now, we have integration with HubSpot and Salesforce, and we're working on other integrations with other CRMs as well. And you'll be able to connect in real time the deals with all of those touch points on LinkedIn. So I will stop here for this demo. There are other elements of the platform, but this video covered how you can onboard in GTM Brigade, how you can extract the people who are already connected with you on LinkedIn, how many of them, how to find out how many of them are a fit of your ideal customer profile, how to add new lists, how to extract, how to use GTM Brigade to extract leads from other LinkedIn posts, and how to properly set up the platform and to start commenting today. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. I would love to hear your thoughts after you started to use the platform. Thank you and see you soon. Cheers.